Okay, I thought I'd take a second just to show off this resin curing station for the 3D printed resin prints. I made this two and a half, 3 years ago, way back when the very first of the Elegoo Mars type resin printers were coming out, and I was thinking about getting one, but I kept holding off for various reasons. But to play with the resins, I went ahead and went to Walmart and got this stainless steel tub because I know the whole inside would be reflective, and then ordered a UV light in the correct range, which is somewhere between, if I remember right, 355 nanometers to about 410 or something like that. And just cut a slit in the top of the lid and mounted the light in there. There it is in all its glory. And then I just popped my parts down in there. But actually, like I was saying back then, I wasn't 3D printing with it yet. What I was using the resin for was to paint it on with a brush onto my FDM prints, and then I would cure them in here, because you can see it just reflects around everywhere. You got a nice shiny container, and he does have an on-off switch here. And then I could sand the FDM prints much easier, because these resin materials, they sand a lot like Bondo. Real easy to sand. So even if it clumped up on the part and you go back and sand, as long as it's a big enough part where you can sand, it makes cleanup a whole lot easier and quicker. Like I said, back then when I bought this whole big stainless steel thing at Walmart was like $9. I remember I ordered the light off Amazon. I honestly don't remember how much it was, other than I know I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't cheap, so it had to have been less than $30. So I'd say somewhere between 15 and 30 bucks. You can get a high wattage UV lamp in the correct range, and just chopped a hole in the top, you know, using a cutoff saw, cutoff disc on a, I'll show you, it's easier than trying to explain it. And a really old skill saw that wasn't worth anything, this one here. You just mount a Black & Decker, in this case 6-inch metal cutoff thing, but just a fiber thing, see, it doesn't have teeth, just fiber. But that's what you want for cutting into stainless steel, because you can try all day to drill into it and cut on it with your other tools and you won't have any luck. But you can get right into it right away with the cutoff wheel. So just in case some of you guys wanted to make your own, and you've probably seen all kinds of YouTubes on people lining the insides of buckets with little infrared LEDs and foil and everything, and I went, nah, I think for $9 I'll just get a nice stainless steel container, and they even have bigger containers. But I figured this would be about as big as I would probably ever need, and I still use it, even though I have the wash cure station. And I love this wash cure station. It's working out really well with the 8K Mini. I still use this from time to time, because some of the parts that I'm printing, like these body halves that you see here, I have to have a completely flat edge to them. So they have to print flat on the build plate. And I like to leave them on the build plate when I cure them. So this bucket's big enough where I can take the whole build plate and the part, stick it in there, and go ahead and cure it out, and then snap it off the build plate. That way I know it isn't going to warp.